If you've ever run a clothing brand, you know that content matters a lot. And if you're trying to run ads for your clothing brand, the same thing applies. Content matters a lot and it is super important, which is why we're going to be talking about the 5 winning ad styles for clothing brands in 2025. I'm going to be going over all 5 of them, showing you examples and giving you breakdowns and why they work. This is the same stuff that has allowed me to scale my own brands well past 100K a month. Let me show you some of the clients that we worked with. I've operated ads for almost 100 clients in the past year alone. This client spent $6,800 on ads to generate almost $50,000, which is a 7x ROAS using these content styles we're talking about. This client again spent almost $1,500 on ads to generate almost 10K back, which is almost a 5x ROAS. These are the 5 styles we're going to be talking about in this video. And I'm not going to sell you a course or anything at the end of the video, but I do have a one-on-one mentorship. So if you want me to help you scale your clothing brand, you can apply for that, link in the description. But other than that, let's go ahead and stop yapping and get straight into this. So the first of the winning ad styles is what I like to call lifestyle ads. This is where you're putting your customer avatar in their everyday environment. So let's say you're a fitness clothing brand. You want to put and take photo shoots inside of a gym. That's a great way to kind of get a hang of it. Now, keep in mind, we're going to be talking about 5 other ones here. I'm not saying these in any particular order. One's not better than the other one. They all 5 have been, they've been proven, right? People have done hundreds, millions of dollars with these ad styles. These are the top performing 5, not in any particular order. But the top benefits of using lifestyles in particular is, let's say you're a fitness clothing brand doing like a photo shoot inside of a gym. The customer can imagine themselves inside of the fit. So they start putting the feelings that they feel about the gym, and they start using those to correlate with your clothing brand, which is huge. It also looks native inside of the algorithm. It doesn't look like too much like you're selling, which is a huge thing if you're running ads. You don't want to make content that looks too salesy because people aren't going to watch it. They just want stuff that looks like it should belong in their algorithm already. This ad style does a very good job at that. It's also very, very high performing, but so are all the other 5. But let me show you a couple of examples here. Let me pull up and go to my foreplay here. So let's look at the first example of a lifestyle ad. And this is from my brand and one of my clients' brands that we run together. It's called God on Us. By the way, I'm not promoting this to like tell you to buy stuff from my brand. They're good examples. So I'm using a lot of examples from my brand because we're doing really great. So I want to show you guys.
Yeah, I've been on a generation run. I'm gonna give my life to the sun. If he said the word and it's
So again, the customer avatar for us in particular, we're a Christian clothing brand, but it's more comfort. So we're using more of like a comfort hoodie, everyday kind of wear. So we put the guy in an everyday environment, going down the elevator at the mall, kind of example. Let me show you this one.
Wait till the tables turn. We'll see who stays or goes. I don't want to be.
Let me mute this so I don't get friggin' ad copyrighted. You can see right here again, very high quality content. It's very natural. It doesn't look like it's too salesy. He's inside of a laundromat, washing his clothes, put the clothes on, but it still shows the fit. And the customer's like, wow, it's just super natural way to show it. But let me show you some other examples here. Again, we roll into this one. This is a fitness clothing brand right here. They put themselves inside of an MMA gym. Let me show you this one. You can kind of see there again, more lifestyle. Let me show you this last one from our brand. You can see kind of at the gas station. I'm really driving this point home just to show you this one is super effective. Actually, this has probably been the one that's worked best for my brand in particular and what's kind of been our bread and butter. Again, there's 5 different examples of these content styles. Not all of them are going to work for your brand. You have to go in and comb and figure out which ones work better for your brand because some are going to work better than others depending on what you're kind of trying to do with your clothing brand, what you're trying to sell, what your clothes look like, etc. Okay, let's roll into number 2. Number 2 right here is called review ads. Okay, this is where you talk about the hidden benefits of buying your actual product. Okay, now think of this like you give a UGC creator your hoodie and they just start reviewing it. It's literally, it just goes into the name. They just review it and talk about all the little small things like, okay, this has 400 GSM, or every single time you buy this, they give back 10% to charity. You start talking about all the hidden benefits that people wouldn't be able to tell or know if they just saw a picture of it. You start talking about, like I said, the GSM or maybe certain little things about the fabric, whatever, right? Big benefit of this, talk about those hidden benefits. It's also very purchase intent. So as this one's more natural, The problem with this, and sometimes you'll get like a lot of views and these will perform very, very, very well. But because it looks so natural, people don't even decide, they don't even buy sometimes. They might look like, oh, this is really cool. Like, I wish I could buy this, and just skip over the fact that they can actually buy it. These right here are a little bit more purchase intent and a bit more direct rather than being so indirect. So when a person sees this, they know that we're selling it because someone's going over all the features and benefits of that product. And again, these are very high performing. But let me show you a few examples of what this could look like if you made some. Right, which by the way, if you want access to all these foreplay videos and stuff and all these boards that I'm showing in this whole little document here, so you can click and pull it up, you can comment the word brand down below and I'll send you this full thing for free. But let me go into a good example here.
All right, guys, stop what you're doing and let me introduce you to the sweatshirt that's going absolutely viral right now from Comfort. This is their minimalist collection in color forest. I'm 6'1" and wear a size extra large.
So a good thing while I let this play in the background is he's talking about little small things about the brand in particular. This is the brand Comfort. These guys are doing millions a year. Review ads are crushing for them. They're really doing good on that UGC style.
Great for people who struggle with stress and anxiety because it's made with a slightly heavier material, so it feels like you're getting one big hug when you throw this on. I wear this running errands or if I'm chilling around the house.
That he was talking about, that right there that he's talking about is a hidden benefit. So that's their hugest selling point. Like I said, these guys are doing millions a year. And the biggest thing that they sell on is the fact that it's a bit weighted. Okay, so it feels like a big hug. It's good for stress and anxiety. But if you took a picture of this sweatshirt and then posted it, people wouldn't know that it's weighted. They wouldn't understand the correlation between like, oh, this can help me with my stress and anxiety, which is the biggest reason why someone would even buy one of these guys' hoodies. So if these guys weren't doing review ads and they were doing like lifestyle ads, you could see how that would be super detrimental to their brand. And depending on what you're trying to sell, how it might make more sense to do one of these ad styles versus the other. Let me show you another example.
These are the comfiest cargo pants you'll ever try. Made from a super stretch tech fabric for all day comfort. They've got a nice slim tapered fit without being too tight. Zip pockets at the side. Available in 4 colours as well. Go and check these sulfate cargos out, guys. The best in the game.
So again, he's talking about like the benefits, talking about the hidden zipper, talking about all the etc. different colors, stuff you wouldn't be able to see if you just took a regular picture. Let me show you one more example from Comfort because these guys are really crushing.
Okay, this wasn't a want, it was a need. I had to get my hands on the viral Comfort sweat set. Like, are you kidding me? Look how cute this is. Seriously can't even believe I was able to get my hands on this set before it sold out. I swear Comfort always sells out like instantly because they use a slightly weighted material to kind of help with any stress or anxiety that you might have.
So again, they're talking about that weighted material, talking about how quick it sells out, hidden benefits.
I love how they have this slightly oversized look also. It makes for the perfect fit. I am absolutely living for this big oversized hood too. For reference, I'm 5'1".
Big hood. Now they talking about this, how
wearing a medium in both.
Tall the girl is, what size fit for her.
This is the Tranquil collection in the color cement.
You can see how if someone watched this ad, they'd be like, yeah, I really want this hoodie. Because let's say a 5'1" girl who watched it can see a 5'1" girl put it on and how much she loves it and how much it helped her. She wouldn't have to do any research on the brand. She'd just go to the site and buy it because this girl answered pretty much all her questions. So that's a good thing about doing these review ads right here is, again, they're a lot more purchase intent because they answer a lot more objections, or they just get into a lot more of the actual brand itself and hidden features, which is super beneficial. Now, rolling on to number 3 here, this is what I like to call text ads, okay? So this is where you can just go in and just state new deals or like a new collection dropping. For instance, if you're doing like a buy one, get one, you can just put that text on the screen. Or if you're doing a new collection, you can say, hey, new collection out, and put that on the screen on the actual ad itself. Let me roll into the top benefits of why you would do this. Again, just like the review ads, it's high purchase intent. If someone says new collection out now, you cannot mistake that for being something else. You're going to know that the person's selling it. It's a clothing brand that sells clothes, not just a very viral video on TikTok or something, right? A good thing about this as well is when you're putting those little discounts, or maybe a buy one, get one free, or, or maybe a buy one, get one free, or like a limited time only sale, etc. It can kind of build urgency depending on what kind of text you can put. I really love these because they're super, super creative on what you can actually do. And you can kind of, you can be super creative with these, as you'll see as we get into the examples. And again, they are super high performing. Well, they're super high performing, so I'll stop saying that. But let's roll into what some examples of text ads would look like for you and how creative you can actually get, because these ones are really underslept. No one's ever really doing these, but let me show you. So a good thing about this is you don't have to just do collections. Like you can see right here, this is more trendy, and this would crush as an ad if you sent it because it looks a lot more organic, but at the end of the day, it's still high purchase intent, and it makes the customer feel like you're giving them like the inside scoop, like you're just a review person who's promoting this really cool brand that you found, when in reality, you're the actual brand. You can see right here, again, doesn't have to be too fancy. They just said new pieces are online now, and then they followed that up with more flat styles. The good thing about text is you can do on bodies, you can do flat reels, you can make it a lifestyle reel and then put text on it. So the good thing about, like I said, text is you can use the text ad with all 5 of these. You can kind of blend it as long as you're just putting text on top of it. But let me show you a different example of a text ad that would be very good. So you can see right here, as we're playing this ad right here, like obviously if you're a streetwear kind of brand, this ad style wouldn't crush for you. This is more for professional people. As you can see, this is a professional shirt that they're selling. So the way they're going about it is they're putting the text down here. It's a bit more for that kind of that audience and demographic of people. It doesn't look as trendy. It looks a little bit more untrendy, honestly. But a bit, it's because they're selling professional clothing here. But another good example is this one. You can do like carousel images when you do this. You can see here, they just put the actual pants that dropped and then put what it looked like on the actual store and site. Let me show you this one. Here they have an actual deal going on. So they put some, I don't even think they have music on this, but they have new styles added to the outlet, save up to 80%, whatever. And then they show the actual clothes. I love text ads because, again, you can get so creative with these. These are very, very good. And if you want access to this foreplay, comment brand so you can go through all these yourself and really, really kind of get the hang of it. But going into number 4 here, I really love this one. These ones perform very well. These are called on-body ads. This is super similar to lifestyle ads that we talked about before. So this one right here, the only difference is you no longer have to put your actual model inside of the customer avatar, like environment. You can do anything. You can get super, super creative with these, and that's why I really like them. They're super similar to the textile ads because you really have nothing really stopping you. You can make super viral, trendy content that just pushes views. It is a little bit less product centric, and it doesn't have as much purchase intent. But the good thing about this one is it does look super native inside of the platform because it just looks like viral content, and the clothes just look really, really good. You can make, like I said, top benefits, scroll stopping content. You can get super creative, and the customers can start imagining themselves inside of the fit. On body ads right here, if you're trying to go viral organically, this is the stuff that you should be doing. This is the stuff that really, really helps you go viral, etc. But let me show you some examples of this. So again, let's start off with my brand and how we do our on-body ads. I'll show you. You can see, super cool, super low key. It's a 4-second video. Just have the person show the hoodie. Obviously, we sell this set right here that's super sparkly. So it's kind of scroll stopping already. But you need to mix that up with some clips and like little small clips and make it, very viral and organic. And this ad crushed for us. It's super simple. This one as well did very well for us. You can see we kind of matched the tones of the jacket that we did with the actual background itself. So it really highlighted the tones of the jacket. But overall, it's super simple stuff. Look at this one. Again, it looks cool. It's scroll stopping because of the denims that they're selling. And they just had the guy stand in front of like a random fence. But because the clothes were a little bit more scroll stopping, they didn't have to do much, right? Now, if you're selling clothes that are like a little bit more basic, like our essentials line right here, or this one right here, you might have to get a little bit more creative. You might have to, I've seen people go on ads, get hit by a car just to promote the clothing brand, right? Like they fake getting hit by a car, and at the end they show it the clothing brand. That's the kind of stuff that you can do with on-body ads. And what you should be doing if your clothes are a little bit less scroll stopping, like these two, for instance, super scroll stopping. It's shiny, right? You look at this one, it's scroll stopping, it's shiny. You don't really have to do much, just show the clothes. But if you're doing stuff like, let me show you another great example. This is a great example of, you can make it scroll stopping if your actual clothing isn't scroll stopping by just the editing, all right? Or the idea. So cool, super cool right there. You can see he did like a little glitch.
You so pretty, my baby. I'm trying to get with you, my baby. I'm off the liquor, just in the location.
Again, right here, just shows them inside of the thing right here. This is another good one of the guy just putting it on. You can see right here, he just kind of puts the clothes on, kind of like a try on. Just puts the clothes on with some music in the background. Those also really do very well. This is a great one. So these guys are promoting a necklace here. Obviously, the necklace wouldn't be intrinsically scroll stopping, but they made it cool by just doing the actual, getting creative with it, making it trendy, etc. We'll stop yapping on that one. That's the fourth one, on body ads. If you're not doing that one, do it. The fifth and final one, and definitely not the last, is what I'm going to call flat ads. And I'll even call this one, I'm going to call this new age flat ads, because the way that you should be doing these is the new way versus the old way. Okay, you want to find a good background to take a photo of your product. That's the simple, easiest way. Okay, most people know this one because you just literally put your clothes on a concrete background or a wood background, take a picture of it, post it. Okay, or take a video of it, post it. Good thing about this, it's super easy to make. You don't need models. You don't need to ask your friends to model your clothes. You just need the clothes themselves. Okay, but they can be the top for performing, which is really weird to think about. And the reason why they perform so well, even though they're super simple to make, is again, they're product centric. Okay, so they're really purchase intent. People know if you're just showing the clothes, it's not trendy. It's literally just because you're trying to sell the clothes. Okay, and like I said, super product focused ads. They will always be one of the highest performing ad styles, especially like I was talking about if you have eye-catching clothes. So when we were talking about these on bodies like this one right here, these will dominate with flat ads, okay? And they do dominate with flat ads, and I'm going to show you a few examples of some styles if you have eye-catching clothes, why flat ads might be something that you want to do. So take a look at this one. So you can see right here, super sparkly, looks cool. We started off, it's just a video of us showing a bunch of the hoodies and what they look like, etc. And again, they're eye-catching, so that's all you got to do. Now, if you're a little less eye-catching clothes and you're just making a little bit more simple design, you might have to get a bit more creative, but even those can still perform well.
You put faith in humans, I put mine on G-O-D. Just got 5 missed calls on the...
You can see right here, he starts off with like a hook to make it a little bit more interesting and then shows the rest of the stuff like that. Flat ads, I'm not going to cover this one too much because they're pretty simple to understand. Again, these ones work. If you're not already doing this in your arsenal, you should be doing it. Now, if you're asking me, should I do pictures or should I do videos? I'd recommend you do 50-50 because pictures work really good for some brands, but videos work really well for other brands. I can't tell you what's going to work best for your brand. It's better off to test them. And honestly, both of them work good for whatever brand you're doing, okay? You shouldn't just stick with pictures or just videos because both of them should work very, very well. And if you're just doing one and not the other, you're missing out on a lot of money. But those are the 5 styles that I was talking about and the 5 winning ad styles that have helped me and my clients scale up. Again, if you want more help on maybe running your ads or getting your content and stuff created or looking over some of the stuff that you have, you can apply for my one-on-one mentorship and I'll teach you myself personally, not like a VA from China or one of my friends or something. Me personally, you can work with me. You have to apply for it down in the description, and if you get accepted, we'll work together. Other than that, I hope you guys got some value from this video. Again, if you want access to this entire document that I spent a lot of hours working on, putting all these videos on. By the way, I update this stuff daily. I put stuff in here new all the time. If you want this, go ahead and comment the word brand. I'll send this whole thing to you. Other than that, like the video if you enjoyed it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.